What is going on, guys, and welcome back to Baker's DIY Lifestyle. So in today's video we are taking you guys out into our ugly, unorganized, messy garage because we really need to get in here and go ahead and start cleaning some of this stuff up, because as the business keeps growing I keep accumulating more and more tools, which is completely fine with me, but I do need to find a better place to put everything. So what you're going to see us do today is go ahead and start to finish this entire space, which will be a separate video in and of itself on how to finish your garage, how to run electrical and stuff like that. So if you are interested in that part, please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss those videos whenever we get to that point. But what you'll see us do today is go ahead and get some insulation in the walls here. We're going to go ahead and put some drywall and baseboards down, and then I'm going to show you the absolute easiest way to build good looking, sturdy and quality shelves in your garage or attic, or really anywhere you just need some extra storage space. So these are not going to be like painted, they're not going to be something that you put in your living room, but for garage storage they are perfectly fine. So what I'm going to go ahead and do here is get everything cleaned up. We're going to put our insulation in and then we'll start the drywall, but for now I'm just going to let you guys watch that and then I'll be back in a minute. So now that we have our insulation all stapled in, we are ready to lay our drywall down. So we went ahead and just dropped this piece straight up vertically because it was just a one-piece deal and I really didn't want to have to mud a gap in the middle there for no reason. But you will see us go ahead and start laying them horizontally here, and we're going from the ceiling down. So typically in a house you will lay the ceiling first and then put the drywall against that, and then you'll have enough room that there'll be just a little bit of a gap on the ground. But in here we're not ready to do the ceiling yet, and it's really not that big of a deal. We'll just lose half an inch on the floor, but that's going to get covered up by the baseboards anyway, so I'm not super concerned about it. And honestly, the floor is not level at all, so if I was to go ahead and start with the floor, there would be some huge cracks in the butt joints of the drywall, and I don't know about you guys, but you definitely don't want huge cracks in your butt joints, let me tell you. So we are going to go ahead and start with the ceiling because I know it's pretty flat, and then we can go ahead and get the drywall on. One extra thing I did here is I went ahead and put a little cement caulk around the base plate of the walls, because there was some cracks down there where the cement has settled over time. And that'll just help keep like ants and any kind of bugs that might be crawling up through the ground or through the brick on the outside. Just maybe help keep some of them out. So I went ahead and did that just for some extra assurance. But right here what you'll see us do is screwing or nailing some 2x4s to the wall, and then we're going to screw an additional 2x4 to the outside of it, because what that's going to do is allow us to get the exact height for our shelves. So we chose 2 feet, 4 feet, and 6 feet, mainly just so I don't have to mud that 4-foot line, so we went ahead and just covered it up. And then you'll take your studs for the shelves here, go ahead and nail those into the outer 2x4, and when you unscrew it like that, you have a perfect surface for your plywood. So you don't have to worry about figuring out what the height is. You don't have to pull out a tape measure. All you have to do is put the 2x4 on the wall where you want it, get a level on it, and go to town. So you can see we got the shelf up in about 3 seconds, which is pretty much how fast it takes whenever you put them together. If you go to Home Depot, you can get a 4x8 sheet of plywood, and we just took our 4x8s and cut them in half. So we have 2-foot wide shelves, and that section was 8 feet long. So we just got 8-foot long 2x4s, 8-foot long piece of plywood. We didn't have to cut anything. Like, it was already straight from Home Depot. The only thing we had to cut was the top of the 2x4 just so it didn't stick up and hit the ceiling. But now that that part's done, you'll see us swing over and we will start removing the old shelves that the previous owner put in. And let me tell you, this guy spent way too much time on these shelves. He used lag bolts and washers and nuts, and these shelves were bomb proof, but they were ugly and they really weren't big enough. So we went ahead and just got rid of all that so we can go ahead and insulate it, get our drywall up, and clean up that space as well. So if you can see it on the video, that right side stud, we actually hung it off of the side halfway so that our next shelf will attach to it. And you'll see it once we get to that point that we don't put a 2x4 on the left side of this next shelf. That's because when we pull that outer 2x4 out, we'll go ahead and screw it into the same exact 2x4 that's already there. So that'll save you a board. And once everything is nailed to the studs and you have weight on your plywood, again, your height is not going to be that different on the floor where it's going to matter at all. But you know that your shelves are basically perfectly level enough that nobody's going to know any different. So we're going to go ahead and finish this off. I'm going to go ahead and build these shelves and I'll quit talking for a little bit. But if you guys have any questions about what we're doing, please be sure to leave them down below and I will definitely get back to you and give you the best answer that I possibly can. Alright guys, so that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope that you learned something about building these shelves, and hopefully that'll help you in whatever space that you are planning on putting them in. So again, be sure to subscribe to the channel because at some point we are going to get in this garage and we're going to go ahead and finish the entire space. So I will go through all the electrical, the lighting, how to move all the wires around, and really make the space look really, really good. So this is going to be a total transformation that you guys definitely don't want to miss. But with that, if you have any questions, please be sure to leave them down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel. And with that, I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.